bless each one of us. Be with those who have prepared it, those who are serving it. Lord, help us this night to do nothing that would not please you. Help us to live our lives pleasing unto you. From this day forward, we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, all one kid.
Look out there. Dave, you like French? Italian? Are they around here now? Did I tell you Dave, my trust for me? What did it? The number changed. Someone else's mind around or something. So you guys start? Are you gonna still take nursing? Is that what you were in?
No, I just took it.
I seen her last night.
And you saw Janice last night. Janice is over there. I just said in honor of Mom's aniversary, and that's it, old Dad's too.
Sit there for a while, that's the way to go. If I want to do it again, I just change it. You want to break that thing?
Come here.
We went on down to property that we have. We had a real good time. I never want to spend another Christmas in Florida. I don't know. It just wasn't the same.
It wasn't Christmas.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I'll tell you what, we have a rum and cookies and we're decorating the tree out on the lake.
Remember our tree lighting? Oh yeah, our tree lighting. Bob was out there. He couldn't believe what we did to that house. Come on, Dawn, you're missing your picture. Come on up.
Here, Tom, you did that. We're going to get you on your table.
is that capsules or on the end of that? Here, kiss her while you're doing that, okay? Get a close-up of those lips.
I said, it makes me see how good my life is.
Normal. You know what was like? She's normal. So Fred yesterday, really good. These people got matched up with people. These big time doctors. They were real cute doctors. They got matched up with people that were sending tapes. They hooked this thing to me. And then the doctor tried to pick me up. What I wanted to do was really hard.
They lived in that house. I didn't expect
You guys talk.
I don't think he did. I don't think that was.
I introduced him to Mark, and then started going together. And that was the only thing I was mad if I just went, but I didn't get to be the best man.
Where was I at? I was in the Orange.
I think wasn't Uncle Bill famous?
Yeah.
I like that. Let these two lovebirds get in there and kiss.
All right, real quick.
Okay, hi.
Okay, now wait a minute. We want to smooch too.
No.
Yeah, come on. Pick her up. Hey, someone ding the glasses there. Someone ding the glasses.
Shut it off.
Hey, no. Wait a minute, huh?
I too would like to welcome all of you and thank you for coming. And I want to extend up here thank you to Janice because she did a lot of the work in the making the arrangements and preparations and so on since she's in town and can do that for us. And I want to especially welcome those of you that came from out of town because we do appreciate that. I know it's just a dinner, it is a special occasion, and we do appreciate the fact that you all came and we're here to share that with us. I'm going to introduce my Aunt Marg because she's one of the people who was here that was in the wedding party, and she has some remarks that she would like to make about, well, I don't know about what.
This is where we're leaving. Time to go.
From my earliest recollections up through our growing years and beyond high school, people would ask Bert and me if we were twins. And maybe it was because back in those days we thought pretty much alike, we dressed alike, we acquired the same things, and we had the same friends. And one rarely went anywhere without the other. And as I look down there at Carl, it reminds me that we even became twin godmothers when baby Carl was baptized. And eventually, though, it was our disagreement over my choice of friends that would be the end of our twinning days. I accepted a date a long, long, long time ago without her going along. And my date took me to the Schnell home in Elam. And there, I met a wonderful, wholesome, fun-loving group of young people who just loved to sing and talk and laugh loudly and just enjoyed being together. One of the fellas I met that night was Steve Tiffany. Sometime later, a couple of those fellas, Steve was one of them, just happened to drop in at our home unexpectedly. Bert was busy ironing white starched shirts, which was no easy task. We didn't have wash and wear in those days. Well, we sat around and talked and laughed about silly things that happened when the gang got together. Bert couldn't join in the conversation because she refused to go with us anytime this group got together. But I noticed that Steve kept his eye on that pretty young girl who could iron a starched white shirt. And after they left, Bert bawled me out. encourage those loud mouths to come around. What do you see in them anyway? Well, if I had any hopes of Bert changing her opinions about my friends, those hopes were dashed to pieces one warm summer night when we all went out to Weller's for ice cream. We were at the far end of the shop when Steve and Gluck Palm walked in the door at the other end. And the minute they spied us, Gluck yelled, "Hey, Bert, you got any cake at your house?" Well, I thought it was funny. Bert was embarrassed, and Steve whispered, "Who are those people?" And then one by one, the fellas left to fight World War II. And one by one, the girls left to take defense jobs. And there were only a few of us left when Glenn Miller's band was scheduled to play at the Sunset Ballroom. Because we knew this would be the last time we would probably be together, we decided to go. And I've never been sure whether Bert just couldn't pass up the opportunity to dance to Glenn Miller's band, or whether it was because the quietest fellow in the group was going to be her escort. Anyway, she went to the dance with Hud Mishler, and Steve came with some girl whose name I don't recall. But Steve managed to dance with Bert quite a bit that night, and even asked her for a date. You've all heard the story about the frog that turned into a prince? Well, something miraculous happened that night, because that loudmouth Steve Tiffany miraculously turned into the most wonderful fellow in the whole world. And he was a good dancer, too. Well, they dated steadily from then until Steve got his orders to report to the Air Force. And after his training was finished, he came home with a diamond. And then he went off to England. And after he had finished his required missions, he wrote that he would be home for a month's leave, after which they would send him to one of those fabulous hotels on Miami Beach for some R&R. And he wanted Bert to go with him. And so it was that 50 years ago this month, they were wed. And as you can see, the prince and his bride lived happily ever after.
When we sent out the invitations, we gave some of the rest of you an opportunity also to share with us any memories or any greetings that you had. And some of you graciously sent those back for us, and Patty put them into a book, and she's going to share those with you now. As she's doing that, maybe what she says from other people's memories will trigger something in yours, and we'll give you a chance to share some other ones later. Made them a book. And all those letters that Diane said she wouldn't let you read, they're in here.
I saw them come in the mail, but she didn't show them.
It says, "Dear Bert and Steve, this is from Sister Ann and Bill. Congratulations on your 50th anniversary and best wishes for many more years together. P.S. Bert, I just had my scissors sharpened. Would you like me to try out the other ear? And then again, I'm probably too old to cut hair now. Huh. This one's from Sister Mark. I was there when the miracle took place. It took Glenn Miller's band, Hud Mishler, and I to turn the loudmouth into a prince. Other fond memories are of our trips through the West, Florida, and Branson, Missouri. But most of all, I remember the joy of rocking, spoiling, and playing with their children from infancy to the teens." This is from Jim. "I wasn't there in 1944. I didn't have anything to do with what happened. I refuse to take any of the blame. Seriously, though, it is obvious to us that the important priorities of Bert and Steve's 50 years together are their Christian faith, their family, and their friends. I always treasured being a part of their family and enjoying their friendship, and hope it will continue for a long time." Now this is a long one. This one's from Louise. The memories.
The date for the wedding was announced, and preparation began, which was very difficult since the war was still going on, and there was still a shortage of food, clothing, and gasoline. Most everything was rationed, even manpower wasn't available. Bert had a choice of 2 wedding gowns. Both were too large. No matter which she chose, it would have to be altered. There wasn't a seamstress available either. We finally picked the gown up on the 27th, late in the afternoon, the day before the wedding. There was a lot of snow to contend with. Main roads were kept open, rural roads were not. However, we did the best we could to see that all were able to attend the reception at our home. We all had a good time. One thing I remember was Carl and Larry trying to figure out whose boy would win if they got into a tussle. What would happen if they tried today as compared to size? Okay, put up the hands. Larry and... Well, Larry's not here. That's a Butchie. Carly.
That's what I was telling you. They were like babies.
Other members. When Bert was approximately 4 years old, or less, she took a can of syrup, K-Rose syrup, out of the cupboard, pried the recessed lid off the can, took a knife, and spread a baby chick all over with syrup. Poor thing didn't make it. Several years later, she took a 6-inch fingernail file. She put the large end on the cook stove. It was really hot. Then she decided to lay it very nicely on my arm. I was branded for life. Even though we did some things that weren't ethical, we all had many happy times together. I remember the time many years ago I took the train to Detroit. On my return trip, I would have had a layover in Pittsburgh at night for 4 or 5 hours. When I came into the train station, there was Steve and Bert and 4 little children all lined up waiting for me. I was never so glad to see anyone in my life. I got home sooner than I had thought. Anyway, happy 50th and many more years to come. Enjoy them. Next one's from Carl, Bonnie, Stacy, Alyssa, and Carl. Here are some of my memories. Your wedding, I was obviously very young. I pulled some kind of caper, either as Aunt Bert was walking down the aisle or when the ceremony was taking place. The only problem is I can't recall what Mom told me. I remember seeing a Ford, I believe it to be about a 49, loaded with the Tiffany family and something tied to the top, headed for what I think was Kansas to an Air Force base where Robin was born. Every 2 years, waiting to see what color Uncle Steve's new Ford would be. Visiting 110 Ann Street as a youngster when Aunt Bert and Uncle Steve's home was being built. When we moved to Michigan in 1955, how we, especially Mom and I, were so homesick, and all of a sudden a familiar Ford drove in. You guessed it, the Tiffany family. We didn't want you to leave. The many visits that you made during the years. I can assure you the breakfast on the grill at the lake is just one of the many memories I will cherish forever. Our hunting trip to South Dakota. Mark, Jim Lalone, Uncle Steve, and I. We had a great time. Jim and I talk about it often. More importantly of all, what a very special couple. 2 great people who raised 4 wonderful children. 2 people who I never heard say a harsh word about anyone. 2 people who were always there for any one of us whenever they were needed, no matter where it was. 2 people who are proud to say they are Aunt Bert and Uncle Steve. May you both have a happy 50th anniversary, continued health and happiness for many years to come. We are grateful to be a part of the celebration.
Tell Jim I said hello.
Does anybody know what Carly did at the wedding?
Yeah, I did.
What did you do?
Nothing wrong with that. Pretty intelligent.
The next one's from Dolly, Tom, and Chris. Dear Aunt Bert and Uncle Steve, from little girl on up, I always remember you both having a smile and sense of humor. Now more than ever, now being a parent myself, I realize that those are 2 of the things you need in love and parenting. I admire you both for 50 years. You have kept your family unit together, and as I always told Mom and Dad, you must have done something right if you still have the love, admiration, and respect of each other and your kids. I only hope mine and Tom's is as strong as it is now. We have God in our home and heart, so I'm sure it will be. The next one's from Mary Horschel and George in spirit. Sorry I couldn't be there to share your special day. I thought seriously about coming out, but your cold northern weather had me a little afraid I'd get sick. I will be there in thought, though. This would have been Bud and my 50th also, and you know we did a lot of things in the same year, and sometimes the same month, even having our kids. The next one's from Bob. Bert and Steve. I'm sorry I will not be with you when you celebrate your 50th. What a goal to reach. It would have been nice to see all the relatives again, but you know me, I'm afraid to fly. So enjoy your golden years. I'll be thinking of you. From Tom and Darlene. Congratulations on your 50th wedding anniversary. We hope the next 50 are just as great. Ron, Peggy, Jen, Jill, and Jamie. Our love and best wishes to you on this special day. Congratulations for raising such a great family that it has been our pleasure to stay close with through the years. This is from Bob and Catherine. Congratulations on this very special 50th anniversary of your wedding. You are a truly happy couple with children and grandchildren who love and respect you and share many happy times together. Also, your church has been a very important part of your life. With many friends and relatives, we think very highly of you. We wish you the best of health and hope to spend many more anniversaries with you. Thank you for inviting us. This is from Carol Wilson Zuga. 50 years ago, a small girl, only 3.5 years old, attended a beautiful wedding. No, I don't remember most of it. I was very young. But for all of the weddings I've attended and forgotten, it amazes me that I remember yours. We sat to the left of the altar, several rows from the front. I could see quite clearly a bride in a gown and a groom in a uniform. I remember candlelight and the smell of flowers. At times when I think of family and my childhood, this scene is revisited over and over. I also, for all these years, have a military pin that you gave me, Uncle Steve, standing in the kitchen stairway at Grandma's. How I pretended Diane was my sister when I didn't have one, and a Christmas visit at your house with Danny and Jody, eating wonderful pecan cookies you baked, Bert. It snowed so hard while we were visiting that we had a hard time driving the 2 miles to get home. I'm happy to be able to share some memories of mine, of you both, and of your children. My best wishes for many anniversaries to come. Greetings from the South. This is from Richard, Barbara, and Mike. Aunt Bert and Uncle Steve. Sure wish we could be there to celebrate your golden wedding anniversary. Our thoughts and best wishes will be with you. Mary Horschel. Congratulations on your 50th anniversary. Best wishes. From Kim, Tom, Ben, and Jesse. Aunt Bert and Uncle Steve. Congratulations and best wishes on 50 years together. Keep up the good work. From Janet and Steve Otis. Remember all those Saturday night get-togethers of our families? You adults had to listen to Diane and I play the piano every Saturday. We always put on a talent show, and you were always so patient and receptive. Steve is sorry he cannot attend. He won't be back from a hunting trip. This is from Jerry. We're sorry we are unable to make a trip home. What a time of joy and celebration. Enjoy your times together. You'll be in our thoughts and prayers. Pat and Ed, we hope to travel to Johnstown for this special occasion if the weather conditions permit. We've been lucky so far. We were. One from Woody. Always remember Bert polishing my fingernails as a kid. Loved it. Jim remembers riding back to the Air Force camp with Uncle Steve. Good times. Sorry Jim and I can't attend. It's our Christmas party. This is from my mom, Irene Sprankle. I thank you for being part of my family. Hope you invite me to your next 50th. From Dolly, I never knew anyone who could finish any poem that anyone started. And this one's from Ramey. I don't know if I should read it.
Ramey who?
He wrote it to Diane. I am amazed your dad would let you invite me. I know so much about him, his wife would divorce him and his children and grandchildren would disown him. ice, and if you have snow up there at any time, I probably won't make it. In my 47 years living here in the South, I only went home once, and then the wife and I got snowbound on the way in Bedford. That was the end for me. Maybe we will be lucky and there won't be any snow in December. No matter how it turns out, my wife and I thank you very much for inviting us. Thank you. And I'd like to thank everybody for sending those in.
Maybe now there are some of you who have, as I said, come up with some other things that you might remember or anything else that you'd like to say. We'd like to give you that opportunity if there's anyone who would like to.
I finally remembered something. We had, you invited us all over for Thanksgiving. And I hated sweet potatoes. But you made the best sweet potatoes that I've ever had in my life, and I still love them. And you started. I don't know about the broccoli, but I love the sweet potatoes.
Boy, George Bush.
Anyone else? Yeah, I'd like to know why the cigars are up here. Could you explain this?
Congratulations, Ruth.
Mom, you rascal.
What?
Garbage.
I don't know. You're too sophisticated.
Let her tell.
Boy, I was loaded then.
Gotta watch out for what she said.
My mind is slipping. I can't.
Wait, wait.
We got the bird sweat and sleeps. And he's in
It was hers.
He didn't look so pretty as a bride. But anyway, drinks being passed around, and of course I didn't drink very much, but somebody loaded a drink, and I didn't want to put it down. Well, the next thing you know, I you know, all your inhibitions came home.
It doesn't take a drink for her.
Close your ears. I mean, my children. And you can do that too, Red. I don't know what kind of a mother-in-law you are. Let's go on. Oh, Lord, you're right. He's going to be. Somebody passed cigars around. I took one. And I smoked it. Oh, God, was I So I have a cigar. I don't know what this is.
There's one inside.
Is there another one? Whoever smokes cigars, you're in for it. But I smoked a cigar, a little bit of it, but that was enough to make me go. And that wine or whatever I had, that didn't feel so good. So that's what I remember about it. I went home. I don't know whether your Mother Tiffany took me home. I really wasn't loaded, but I was. So that's the end of my cigar. I don't smoke cigars. No, I even quit cigarettes. I never did that.
Anyone else have anything that you'd like to share?
I think Carly ought to tell the story about him and Dad getting my mother and his mother in the boat out on the lake.
I thought that's what you were going to write in the letter.
Should I use the exact terminology?
I hope you almost have to get the right effect.
Well, I seem to recall when we first moved to Michigan, and Bert and Uncle Steve used to come out a lot with the kids, and back then Dad and I used to do a lot of fishing, so we had our our own outboard motor, but we didn't have a boat. We'd go to the boat rental place and we'd rent a boat and put this outboard on it. Geez, I used to like running that thing because I couldn't drive a car yet, but I could paddle this boat all over Pontiac Lake. So I talked to Aunt Bert into going. Who else was with us that day? My mother? Yeah. And we were in about a foot and a half of water because she reached down to touch the bottom, but she was holding on with both hands. So I thought I'd have a little fun, so I took that motor, I worked it back and forth, and that boat started rocking like that, and I'll tell you what. I won't say what you said. She wanted out anyway. Last time we heard about too, wasn't it?
She was talking to the good Lord, she thought she was going to drown.
God had something to do with it.
Anyone else? Okay, I think, then there are lots of big factors we need to have. I guess what the personal space for you. Stacy, are you going to help?
Something come with my dad.
Excuse me, I was born backwards. My feet smell and my nose runs. What are you going to do?
Nowadays, you probably have an operation.
You're not going to eat anymore, are you?
Tell them now. I can't.
There's one for somebody's pocket.
Janet, just tell me to put that box on. Put it on.
I can't. There's a light over here.
We have helpers.
Almond darling, I think. Where are they hiding?
Oh, way back there.
Merry Christmas, too.
Hey, Tom, my anniversary is this spring. Glad to see you there with the wreath.
Talk to my shopper.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
A lot of careless paper. I've got to wrap the Christmas present. Oh, I think we're going to get here. That'll be a way of getting in. That looks like a flexible flyer.
That's Ron, Peggy, Joe, Jamie, Jen.
gonna open it.
Don't worry about opening that, read the card. Read the card.
Just read the card.
Yeah.
I have my glasses on. On your anniversary, too long is not smooching in a parked car, and the guys run out of gas and the gal says she loves it. I don't understand that. It's years later when they're smooching in the living room and he runs out of gas.
You understand that, though?
Happy anniversary, boys. That's pretty good.
You understand that, Steve?
I understand that part of it. I knew there was something missing on that front page. Watch yourself. Watch out. He must not want us to have it.
Again, I was hoping you'd give it back.
That's something I can throw at him, right?
Didn't have to. Huh? Thank you.
Just got me.
Make a good ice cream bowl, Dad.
No, you're gonna. This one says, God bless you on your golden wedding anniversary. Ann Wilson and Bill. That's Bert's sister Ann. I assume you know who Bill is. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Where you go for that? You're right here.
Hello.
On your golden wedding anniversary. Beverly and Jim Washington. Thank you.
That don't look like she really.
Yeah, look in the back.
That's the anniversary wall.
Very nice. Steve&Bert, congratulations. What a milestone accomplished. Our very best to both of you. Love, Jim and Beverly. Very good.
We don't think that couple's as good looking as you are, so when you get your pictures, you make sure you put yours in there.
Maybe it's better the way it is.
What time it is?
You can set it about 5:30 and wake up and say, "Carol, go to work and go back to sleep."
Very, very good.
Something you can always use, right? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I guess I can turn around for a minute.
And first one, Steve. It says on front here, sympathy on your 50th.
No, it doesn't.
Heading back. Oh, it says special wishes for you.
I bet you could open these packages faster than I can. Very nice.
And I signed it.
She does now, doesn't she?
Well, she's more observant than I am. She says, "Callaway is yours." That's what I gave her.
They moved to
What, not the English?
Oh, that's what we're paying you for. What do you think you're getting paid for? Huh? These grandchildren are getting paid.
Fun trying, though.
What?
Fun trying.
Fun trying, right? Remember Eureka Springs in Bronson? I heard of that place. Someplace out in Arkansas or Missouri or somewhere. Isn't that nice?
That's for Mark and Jim. Plus the beautiful money.
Very good.
You can see this.
Thank you very much.
Boy, this one's heavy.
Maybe it's solid gold.
This might be. Maybe I don't want
As you celebrate 50 years of marriage, oh, Kathy and Cliff.
Same as my Kathy. What else love?
That's Chuck and Mary's daughter. Kathy.
this is from
Give the money in here, too.
Oh, another clock. We know what time it is, right? Oh, that's good.
What was, what, let me have
Put on the welcome. Somebody found something.
Our pictures. It scared me when I looked at it.
Lots of love, Ed and Ethel. Lots of pictures.
And this says Bert and Steve, happy 50th anniversary.
And that's something.
And she got pictures. How'd you get all these pictures? That's one you were just looking at.
There's some soldier on there, I wonder who he is.
That's Steve in his uniform and me sitting there with his hat on.
Her uniform.
I saw that over there. Thank you.
I had a time finding those pictures.
Did you?
I bet you somebody helped you.
No.
Huh?
No.
You find them at home.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Very nice. You must have been a pretty good kid to get all these presents, huh?
I'm not saying words, Steve.
That's the first time.
He says that, kitty.
You're no longer a prince.
She gets that Cairo served by them, I'm sorry.
Happy anniversary, Steve and Janet Hawkins. Better be here. I saw her coming in the door.
You can get it up.
There's a way to get it out of there, but well, I guess you gotta do something here first.
This is probably the same. I heard the candle holders.
That's what they are.
Thank you.
These people put this stuff together, went to a different school than I did. They can put it together, but you can't get it apart. It won't come back in the box. Let's try it that way.
Works better that way.
Thank you. Here, bud. Whoa, look at that. That's what you call a money tree.
Oh, yes.
Like that.
I thought they were
She
roses.
took them back for a long time, she said. Don't know who it come from.
I know who carried it in.
There's a card over on the side.
Can I get a couple of seats from that?
No seeds, I'm sorry.
year, Steve.
Leave me barred for a year.
Carl, Bonnie, and Stacy, and you'll have to read that. I can't read it. Frank. Frank.
Thank you very much. Boy, that's a money tree. Did you grow that in your yard, Carl?
Been working on that now for 35 years. I'm not telling a secret.
I'll ask Frank when it's
Okay, friend.
Actually, Bonnie's got them.
Frank on
I remember my post office.
Anybody, come on, you have to leave. Go ahead. This will take all night. Like other things do now.
He wants to have some of that rum.
Try prunes, right?
Took the money from my sister Louise.
No, you already have it.
Bible says we lied, Steve. Bible says we lied.
Yeah.
Took the money from Ray and Georgia.
Good.
Some assistance here.
You know Perry and Lori?
My granddaughters. One from Sue. My sister-in-law. From Molly Snell. Thank you. Give the money. Thank you very much. These are all different ones, all the sports.
I can spend the money first anyway. Better read the cards.
I will not do it. Too fine here.
Give the money here and love Rusty. I know Rusty. I see Rusty.
Money chat.
Thank you.
Well, you said you're all over. This one.
Gift certificate from Pam and Dave. Thank you very much. They hand me the bills, that's all I can see.
Well, you're lucky to get the bills. It's a privilege.
Somebody stole my chair now. Thank you, everybody.
There's still punch behind you, Ron?
Yeah, there's punch.
Okay, there's still punch back there. Feel free to socialize. We're, again, glad that you all came. And, if there's somebody in the room that you haven't met, well, you can ask where they are. I know some of you all don't know each other, but again, thank you all for coming.
Well, don't everybody get up there. I'm going to put something to say here. I don't know why, but some poet some time ago wrote a story about Bert. His name, True Worth. True worth is being, not seeing, doing each day that goes by. Some little good, not just in dreaming, great things to do by and by. Over the 50 years, she has done little goods day after day. If you figure this up, it's 18,262 days. That's an awful long time for her to put up with me. Thank you.
I second that.
They're deaf.
I'm sorry I couldn't get my speech out right, but that's the way it works, you know. What happened to that punch bowl I didn't get none of yet?
Everybody ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
right here. Diane, this is flashing. Come on. You guys stand up front here.
Side me.
And you four kids will stand here. Well, get good at this. I hope they come out. Claire, get all the brothers and sisters now. Don't you want in there? Yeah, okay, we'll get
Last call.
I'm taking another one.
I want to get out of here.
Too late. We already ate.
Okay. Now anybody that's a brother or sister-in-law to these people, now you go up there and get your picture taken. And you guys want to turn a little bit sideways. In a little bit. Ready?
Well, I'm not well. We got a whole drawer full of them. That's the last one. Pictures is over. Hey. This is the best drivers here. Hey, watch yourself, what'd you say? Okay.
Give a picture.
Okay, it's one now.
Kathy's off. I don't think the Tiffany clan ever stood still this long. We went in the other way. You're supposed to have an eye or worship.